Hello everyone. So in our previous training, we understood that how we can configure AppInsight and apply some basic configurations so that we could consume the AppInsight within our .NET application. And in this video, I'm gonna let you know that how you can integrate AppInsight within your .NET API using those configurations which we have done in our previous videos. So I have already written a basic set of code here, and which is doing a very simple operations here. We are just executing the query. We are just doing the integration with the app inside and executing the KQL query, and after the result we are getting, we are just instructing our model to do the analysis on the whatever the result we are getting. So the bot code is pretty much same, only the context of the bot code is changed. Earlier it was a sample data, but in this video it is the data which we are getting in result of KQL, right? So let me walk you through the packages you require in order to integrate app insight. So let me zoom in a bit so that you could see packages in a better way. Okay, so first of all, you require this package, Microsoft Azure App Insight, and other is my Azure Monitor Query, to handle the KQL. And I have included all those other packages which you require to integrate with the bot. So all these packages are related to OpenAI, but in our case we are using Glog, so we may not require these packages. But if you would like to use OpenAI within your .NET application, then you can use these packages, right? So let me walk you through the whole code, and let me show you that what the configuration you require if you would like to integrate app insight within your .NET application. So let's go towards the controller first. So my controller is here, right? And let's zoom in a bit, and okay, so my controller is here, and this is my basic get endpoint. So let me go to the implementation. And first of all, what you need the connection string, and from the Azure portal you can get the connection string. So let me go to the Azure portal here, and in the overview section underneath the instrument key, you have the connection string over there. You just need to copy and place it wherever you want. So the best practice to keep the connection string, that you should have that configuration in your app.setting file, but in my demo I just placed it in my method directly. So other configuration we need, that is the workspace ID. So now let me show you that from where you can get the workspace ID. You can copy this path, right? Or you can use this workspace ID if you would like more granular information about your app inside. So you can copy this one, right? And from here you can place it wherever you want in your application again. So that's it. Now we need to execute the query, and once the query is executed, then we will match the result. And once the result is rendered, then we will hand over that result to our AI bot for better analysis of whatever we are getting. So next step is to execute the query. So you can see here in my query variable, I have written very simple query to get the usage of my application. And let me show you that on Azure portal from where you can get that query, right? So I will go to my Azure portal, and in my log section, let it render. Okay, so from here I can select any mode, and from here you just need to copy and paste the query which is written in my API, right? This one, and just execute it. So you will have the result. So this query is basically providing you the information about the usage of the application, and there is no any other filter is involved. It contains just few words, so we need that only. So in order to integrate with App Insight and execute uh, KQL, you just need connection string as well as workspace ID and some of the configurations which we did in our previous video. So let me add you one another important point here. So the query which we have written here, that is not uh, it is not necessary that you will write that query. You can write your any query, whatever you want, and you will get the result accordingly. So now let's test the application, and let me execute API. So my API is executed, and this is my post endpoint. Let me show you from the app inside, because I have already told you that I have written a very simple code here. So let me zoom in a bit. Okay, and let's go to the query analyzer controller class, and you can see here that this method which is running with the gdoc service is in the post call, so we will execute that. And the code which we have in a gdoc is pretty much same which we have in our previous demo. So let's execute this. Okay. Okay, so first of all, we will see the execution of our app inside query. So let me go towards the implementation, and we already had the breakpoint here. And this is the filter which we have here, this one, right? So this is the time filter, time range filter, and now let's execute. So let's execute further, and let's hit this. So this is the result we are getting from our query analyzer service class. So you can see here, that's my service class where we have uh, made a very basic configurations which we saw earlier. So yeah, okay, so let me go back to my controller, and let's see that what the result we are getting. So we are getting exactly the same result which we had in our query on the portal, right? So we will hand over the result to our AI bot, and our AI bot will do the analysis on whatever the question we are asking. So and then it will render the result. So let me show you that what the configuration we have for our AI bot. So that's been written in gdoc service. So as I told you earlier, that we are using the pretty much same code which we had in our previous demo, only the context is changed. So I had a bot service class, and that bot service class is basically had the method ask question app inside, right? And it is basically this variable over here. We are just getting the result in form of JSON, and here we had the question, and rest of the other configuration is same which we had in our previous demo. So let me execute that result for you. So let me put the breakpoint on the relevant places. Okay, and now let's execute it. So you can see here, we had the result, and the question which we have asked, that is calculate the total billable usage in MB, right? So this is what the question we have asked. Okay, and you know, let's execute the result. Okay, so the result has been executed, and you can see here that it provided us the information about the billable usage in shape of MB. So you can see here that here is the this is how our bot has rendered the result. So here he rendered the overall usage in shape of bytes, and then it filtered out the resources which are being charged by Azure portal in shape of MB, right? This is the amount of bytes we have to pay, right? So, and then we have, further explanation about the query we have asked. So you can change the query and you can run the analysis accordingly. So that's it from this video, and I hope that you understand the basic concept about how you can configure the app inside, how you can use the query, and how you can integrate the result of the query with your API and render that result to the bot, and ask the query whatever you want, and you will get the result accordingly. And you can replace any bot service. You can use AI Foundry, you can use OpenAI, you can use Glog, right? So the configuration remain pretty much same, right? But you can have the different results here. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. See you in next video.